Sutherlin High School Athletics is brought to you by Dakota Street Pizza, Roseburg Community Cars, Family Home Furnishings, the Sutherlin Booster Club, Oakland Auto, Umpqua Valley Asphalt, the Integrity Team, Sutherlin Physical Therapy, Sandy's Place, Smitty's Food Mart and Deli, M&M Printers, Touchstone Engraving, C&B Striping, and Foley Roofing. You're listening to Sutherlin High School Athletics on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Live from Eagle Point, a very cold Eagle Point, Oregon, just outside of Medford. Welcome to Douglas County Sports Online coverage of Sutherlin basketball. Girls action tonight. It's the number one ranked and 8-0 Sutherlin Lady Bulldogs against the 8th ranked and 5A Eagle Point Eagles. The Eagle Point Eagles at home here tonight, 6-1. They were 5-0 before meeting up with a very good Hindley team and getting their first loss of the season on Friday the 19th, 62-24 loss to second-ranked Hindley in the 4A. For the Sutherlin Bulldogs, they're 8-0. Had a big win over Malala in the North Marion tournament. Olivia Gulliford, 23 points. Casey Mock had 14 points for the Sutherlin Lady Bulldogs, who have not lost a regular season game in 79 straight games. They went undefeated. They are the 4A champions from last year, went undefeated throughout the season, and still continuing with that with an 8-0 mark coming into tonight. But a little 5A action here. And this game was kind of thrown together right at the last second. So basically, we don't have any rosters. So what we call in the broadcast biz, I'm glad I did my homework last night. There's no rosters available today. The concessions are closed because it was, everybody's been out of school. So basically, this thing was thrown on the sheet and said, let's play basketball. But when we got here, they rounded up a table for me real quick and found me some bottled water somewhere. And I thank Coach Bell for helping me on that. Paul Bell, the coach of Eagle Point, also the AD down there helping out as well. So luckily I did a little homework on the computer last night, and I've got rosters. If we get any off the JV team, I'm not sure, but we'll do as far as we can. But the Bulldogs and the Eagle Point Eagles getting ready to go at it, and this place is hard to find. And MapQuest sent me everywhere. But we finally got here, and we're set to go. Sorry about it was supposed to schedule start at 6:30, but the JV game started a little bit late, and they just got done right about 6:25, so they put 15 minutes on the clock. Still about 5 minutes left before we get started here tonight. Looking at the banners here, Eagle Point, no slouch. They're the defending 5A district champion, two-time defending 5A district champions in girls basketball. They're also the three-time defending boys champion in 5A district championships in boys basketball. So they got a lot of banners up here. The boys, the 2012, 2013, and 2014 5A district champions boys basketball, and then the 2013 and 2014 5A district champ girls basketball. So from the 5A district championship. So good stuff here. It's going to be a lot of fun. And these girls are led, talking about the Eagle Point Eagles, they have one sophomore on this team, and the rest of them are juniors and seniors. They have 5 seniors returning. So it's going to be should be fun. A lot of experience on that team. Of course, for Sutherlin, they only lost 2 players, one to graduation and one went. Now, of course, Kylie Carson graduated and Kaz Clarno transferred to Oakland. Other than that, they got all the girls back from the state championship team. Plus, they've added a few names in Harley Baker and Caitlin Gudon. She's from California. Harley Baker from Glide/Camas Valley. Her dad coached the Camas Valley boys team, Vic Baker, out there for a while. And they moved to Sutherlin from Glide, and she is a freshman and plays a lot of basketball here for the Sutherlin Bulldogs. So it's fun to watch. So the Sutherlin girls get ready to go. They're 8-0, and Eagle Point is 6-1. And we're getting ready to go here in about 3.5 minutes, and we'll have it for you next on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
For over 25 years, Clint Newell Auto Group has worked to earn a name that means more than just another great deal. It's important to us that our name means the best in service, maintenance and repair, and customer satisfaction. We're also proud to be part of this great community by sponsoring and helping many of the events we all know and enjoy. It's our way of saying thanks to all of you who helped Clint Newell Auto Group become Douglas County's #1 dealer. Clint Newell Auto Group, where our name means more.
We bought a house.
We found the one.
Here to stay.
Permanent.
Rooted.
Residence.
Relocated. I've been relocated.
In a short-term world, trust your home mortgage to a long-term bank. U.S. Bank offers the rates and products that fit your life. Visit a branch, usbank.com/mortgage, or call 855-434-HOME to talk to an experienced mortgage loan originator today. Mortgage loans subject to credit approval. Interest rates and program terms are subject to change. Deposit and mortgage products are offered by U.S. Bank, National Association, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
You can trust Monty Cox and the gang at Oakland Auto. The boys have been working on cars, trucks, and RVs for years and are all ASE certified, meaning they're up to date on all the computer knowledge it takes to keep your new car or truck running well. From a battery change to a complete overhaul, Oakland Auto can do it all. Stop by 236 First Street in Oakland or call 459-3068 to make an appointment.
That coffee's good. It's so creamy.
It's this new fat-free half and half from Umpqua Dairy.
Fat-free half and half? How's that even possible?
I don't know. Magic cows? It says on the carton, Umpqua Dairy's new fat-free half and half is made from real milk and is 100% oil-free, so magic cows.
Wonder what magic cows look like.
Evidently fairly skinny.
Well, that would explain the fat-free. Think I'll have another cup and extra half and half.
Umpqua Dairy's new fat-free half and half. It's made using local RBST-free magic cows. And it's not just for coffee. It's a great cream substitute in your favorite recipes. Look for it in your grocer's dairy case today.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Oregon. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Oregon School Activities Association and the Oregon Athletic Directors Association.
It's essential for a good point guard to shoot smart, and it's important for every mom to shop smart. Ray Shop Smart stores provide you with a winning edge on grocery prices every week. Shop Smart stores are a slam dunk when it comes to where to shop for less, with good prices and all the items you need to give your home team the winning edge. Need to win the game? Go to the 7-footer. Need to save money on your weekly grocery bill? Hustle on down to your local neighborhood Shop Smart store, where you'll always find the winning buys.
Did you know Dutch Bros Coffee roasts all of their own coffee fresh every day? We have individual relationships with the farmers that harvest our coffee to ensure that there's no compromise in any step of the process. From the farmer to the cup, we guarantee satisfaction. It says so at the bottom of every cup. Drive through one of our convenient locations today and put our world-renowned speed, award-winning service, and unprecedented quality to the test. All of our locations are locally owned and operated to strengthen community involvement. Visit www.dutchbros.com today.
When we're alone in our cars, we take on many different personalities. Sometimes we're a vanity plate decoder.
ILV2X4S. What does that mean? I live to cross fours. No, that's nothing. I Las Vegas 2 X's. Like X's in Vegas? No. ILV2X4S. What? I love 2x4s. Oh my, he's a contractor.
Whoever you are in your car, you'll feel safer after a trip into Les Schwab. They've got all the tires you need for winter driving. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Oregon. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Oregon School Activities Association and the Oregon Athletic Directors Association.
And welcome back. Starting lineups coming up here. We'll start off with the Sutherlin Bulldogs. It'll be the senior Miranda Mendenhall. 5'6" senior Bailey Merrifield will get the start as well. And here comes Olivia Gulliford, the senior, the 5'9" senior. The 5'7" senior, number 31, Ricky Mock. And then the 6' junior, number 32, Casey Mock. Casey Mock, Ricky Mock, Olivia Gulliford, Bailey Merrifield, and Miranda Mendenhall, your normal start five.
Assistant coaches are
Sherry Moser and Bill Spilgotti. And, of course, Josh Grotting there on the bench. The Sutherlin Bulldogs out in their black traveling uniforms, dressed in blue, or outlined in blue, with the blue numbers and outlined in white. For Paul Bell and the Eagle Point Eagles, they will be introduced. They're in the white with the yellow and blue down the side, blue numbers, and outlined in yellow. It'll be Adrian Woods. She's a 5'7" junior on this ball team. 5'9" senior. It'll be Kayla Nielsen, a 5'9" senior. And a 5'7" junior. Carly Heft is a 5'7" junior forward. And then it'll be number 10, Sydney May. She's a 5'10" senior forward. And finally, it is the 5'11" junior, 25, Kylene Briggs. So it'll be Carly Heft, Kayla Nielsen, Kylene Briggs, Adrian Wood, and Sydney May. Seniors on this team include Sydney May. Haley Beebe is a senior who's not in the starting lineup. Bailey Lester, also a senior, not in the starting lineup. And Kayla Nielsen into the starting lineup. One sophomore on this team. And all the rest, juniors and seniors. And the Eagle Point Eagles get ready to come out. They are coming into the ballgame 6-1. They were 5-0 before matching up with second-ranked Henley in the 4A, right behind Sutherlin. Sutherlin top-ranked in the OSAA. And Henley, number 2, blasted Eagle Point 62-24 to hand them their first loss. And Sutherlin, of course, is 8-0. Jumping center, it'll be Kylene Briggs, the 5'11" junior, jumping against Casey Mock. And at 6:48, we are about ready to go. Ball is up in the air, and we're ready to go. And it'll be Mendenhall controlling the basketball down to our right for the Bulldogs. It'll be the Lady Bulldogs, Olivia Gulliford, getting it inside to Casey Mock, and we're underway here in a very cold Eagle Point. But it was dry on the way over, thank goodness. Bailey Merrifield feeds it inside to Casey at the free throw line. Casey Mock brings it back out to the top to Miranda. Back into Casey, all by herself. She throws it up, but she's going to get fouled. Casey Mock going to the line here, driving down the lane and getting fouled on the shot. Adrian Wood, her first foul, and going to the line will be Casey Mock. A nice write-up in Sunday's paper, the Sutherlin Lady Bulldogs, the top sports story of 2014, of course, going through and winning the championship as Casey Mock picks up the first free throw. So Casey on the board. So Sutherlin Bulldogs, the Sutherlin Lady Bulldogs, the number 1 voted on sports team for 2014. So congratulations to them, with a lot of talent on this team, and a lot of them back as Casey Mock makes both free throws, and Sutherlin out to a 2-0 lead. Now we're going to see the offense for Eagle Point for the first time. Controlling the basketball is Sydney May, the 5'10" senior. She's going to bring it all the way down. Now kick it out at the last minute to Kayla Nielsen. Now back to May. May pull-up jumper from the corner is no good. Rebound pulled down by Ricky Mock. Ricky quickly down court. Ricky will feed it over to her sister Casey Mock right to the free throw line. Casey looking for somebody to get it to. Feeds it inside to Bailey Merrifield. Merrifield being guarded there tightly by Wood. Now they're getting into Olivia Gulliford. Gets the ball for the first time. Throws it up with the left hand. No good. Rebound by Kylene Briggs. Kylene Briggs will give it off to Sydney May. Paul Bell, the coach, calling out the signals for Eagle Point. 2-0 Bulldogs on a pair of free throws by Casey Mock. Briggs now to the free throw line. Kicks it right around to Adrian Wood. Wood's going to get the shot. It's a 3. Adrian Woods for 3, and it's 3-2 Eagle Point. And quickly down court, Casey Mock has the ball. Gets it to Olivia Gulliford, breaking down the line, and it's in. Olivia throwing it up with the left hand. She drops it in. It's 4-3 Bulldogs, and we got a foul in the backcourt.
Number 11,
Miranda Mendenhall on the foul. That'll be her first foul coming down the court. So we are right at courtside across the way from the Eagle Point scoreboard. Up in the crow's nest up here. Behind some of the Bulldog faithful, the rest across. Both teams sitting across the gym from us. As Eagle Point has the basketball. Falling to the ground is Adrian Woods. And Adrian Woods is going to get fouled as
Foul number 14, Bailey Merrifield.
Bailey Merrifield guarding her at the line.
Eagles ball.
And it'll be the Eagle Point Eagle ball. Throwing it in will be Adrian Woods. 4-3 in favor of the Bulldogs. Casey Mock had a pair of free throws. Is driving down the lane and throwing it up as an air ball is Sydney May. Sydney May loses the ball. Casey Mock with a rebound. Quickly to Bailey Merrifield. Quickly down court Miranda. He had to throw a three up, but I'm sure she will. Here's Casey right at the free throw line now. Back to Miranda, top of the circle. They'll swing it around to Ricky. Ricky tried to get to Bailey Merrifield. Bailey says, I couldn't move because 13 was in front of me. Adrian Woods right in front of Bailey Merrifield, and she couldn't get over to get the pass. The ball thrown out of bounds. It'll be Eagle Point basketball. And then getting the pass and stepping on the line, Kayla Nielsen. So that gives the ball right back to the Bulldogs now under their own basket. 5:55 left in the opening quarter. 4-3 Bulldogs. Looking to go 9-0 and extend that winning streak from last year where they went throughout the year and went to the championship. Feet underneath to Bailey. Bailey with a bounce pass. Olivia Gulliford drives up in and in. Nice step move, and Olivia Gulliford has 4, and she extends the lead 6-3. And down the court goes Sydney May, and the ball stolen away by Miranda Mendenhall. We're going back the other way now to our right. Bailey Merrifield pops it into Casey Mock at the free throw line. Casey falls on the floor, and it's called for traveling. Glad to have you along. Happy holidays to you and yours here in the Sutherland area. Thanks for listening, and we got ourselves a substitution. Into the ball game now is going to be number 22, Bailey Lester, a 5'9 senior for Eagle Point. They've got it. The length of the court. Stolen away, Miranda Mendenhall. Gives it to Gulliford. Gulliford will break. Throws it up with the left hand. No good. Gets her own rebound. Back up and in. And Gulliford, 6 points. Coach Bell says timeout. 5:20 left in the first quarter. It's 8-3 Bulldogs here on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
You see their trucks along highway construction sites and rolling to jobs throughout the community. Knife River Materials. The name is synonymous with high-quality products and great service. And you can have that solid Knife River experience at your home or office as well. Knife River products and materials are created right here and are rigorously tested before being applied. If you're putting in a pool, sidewalk, or driveway, tell your contractor to use Knife River Materials because you deserve the best.
Knife River. They've been serving Douglas County for over 50 years.
Well, Olivia Gulliford with 6 straight points. Casey Mock started the game with a couple of free throws before a three-pointer by Adrian Woods gave the Eagles the lead just for about 30 seconds, and that was it. It's 8-3 Bulldogs after the timeout. The Eagles with the ball. Kayla Nielsen. Nielsen will give the ball off to Sydney May. Sydney May brings it across the timeline. And then an over and back called as she lost the ball. And it'll be Bailey Merrifield to throw it in now for the Bulldogs. Bailey Merrifield, Ricky Mock, Casey Mock, Olivia Gulliford, Miranda Mendenhall. Your starting 5 still in the ball game now for the Lady Dogs. It's Casey Mock deep in the coffin corner left side. Now bring it up to the top to Miranda. Yet to shoot a shot here. Now she'll drive in. Pull-up jumper for Miranda is good. There we go. Call her name. She takes care of it. 10-3 now in favor of the Bulldogs. Backcourt pressure now put on by the Bulldogs. Casey, Bailey, and Ricky Mock all down there. May drops it off. Here's a 3 on the way, and good. 3-pointer. Adrian Woods is the only scorer for Eagles now. She's got 2 3-pointers, and it's 10-6. Here's Olivia driving in. Nice step move, but she traveled first. One too many steps for Olivia Gulliford. The PA guy must have heard what I said because he said the exact same thing. Too many steps. There's a lob up to the top. This is Adrian Woods. She's got 2 3-pointers, the only scores of the game for Eagle Point. Sydney May, Eagle Point getting ready for Springfield coming up here in a little bit. And Sutherland Lady Bulldogs will go on the road again this weekend. They're going to go to Banks on Friday. And Woods with a shot, no good. They'll go to Banks on Friday, spend the night, and then go to Seaside on Saturday before returning home, getting ready for a game with Philomath. The Sutherlin boys won today, so they're still in the tournament at Staten. 54-40 win today over Sweet Home. So they will play tomorrow.
Foul number 22, Bailey Lester, her first personal, second.
And a foul called on Bailey Lester for Eagle Point. And that'll give the ball to the Bulldogs. Bailey Merrifield to Ricky Mock, top of the circle. Now they'll give it off. Olivia Gulliford trying to get it inside. Back out to Bailey. Bailey over to Miranda Mendenhall all by herself. Back to the top to Bailey Merrifield. Bailey swings it around to Ricky. Ricky, top of the circle. Tries to get it to Casey, but she fell down just for a minute. Here's Bailey. Bailey inside to Olivia Gulliford. Free throw line jumper is good. Olivia Gulliford with 8 points here in the quarter. She's got 8. Casey Mock with 2 free throws. That's the scoring. And 2 from Miranda. As driving down the lane is Sydney May. That shot no good. 3:19 left in the first quarter. Ricky Mock now. Left of the free throw line. Top of the circle now to Casey Mock. Casey looking for her sister Ricky. Now gives it off to Olivia. Olivia to Bailey Merrifield. Jumper is good for Bailey Merrifield. Nice little jumper from the wing. And Bailey's got a bucket to make it 14-6 now with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Here at Eagle Point, Kayla Nielsen with the basketball. Gives it over right side now to Carly Heft. Her first touch of the basketball here today in this game. Sydney May doing all the work. And there's a 3 on the way. No good by Kayla Nielsen. But Adrian Wood doing all the scoring so far for Eagle Point. And here goes Olivia Gulliford down the lane again. And 10 points already for Olivia to make it 16-6, a 10-point lead. With the basketball, Sydney May. May, top of the circle, being guarded there by Ricky Mock. Brings it into the line, and we got a offensive foul underneath the basket on Eagle Point. And here comes a substitution for the first time. It'll be on Nielsen. Into the ball game comes Harley Baker. She's a 5'10 freshman. We were talking about this little girl who went to grade school at Camas Valley while her dad coached Camas Valley boys basketball, and then went to Glide with her mom, and then they moved to Sutherlin. So now Harley Baker is one of the new players on this team now, moving up from the Glide / Camas Valley. She's raised in Camas Valley, went to Glide, and Sydney May on the foul. So Harley Baker in the ball game now, a 5'10 wing freshman. As Josh Grouting already starting to get some of these girls off the bench. Harley, a very good ball player, though, in the first few games that I got to see her play. Here's Olivia to the basket. She's going to throw it up. 2 more. Look at Olivia Gulliford. 12 points in his first quarter. We got 1:45 left. Now the ball stolen away and knocked out of bounds by Harley.
Eagles ball.
Harley Baker knocks it out of bounds. 12 points, Olivia Gulliford here in the first quarter. Casey Mock with a pair of free throws, a bucket for Merrifield and a bucket for Mendenhall. For Eagle Point, it's 2 3-pointers, Adrian Woods. That's it. With the ball, Kayla Nielsen. Nielsen will give it back off now to Sydney May. May being guarded there by Ricky Mock with 1.5 minutes left in the quarter. Stepping back for a shot is May. Her shot no good off the rim. Olivia Gulliford with the rebound. As girls are sliding around a little bit on this floor. I don't know if there's something on the shoes or something on the floor. Olivia Gulliford driving in, and she is fouled on the shot. See if they give it to her on the shot or if they're going to give it. Yeah, they're going to give it to her on the shot. She threw it up about the free throw line, and they said she was in the act of shooting, so Gulliford got to go to the line. 12 points already for Gulliford, 12 of the 18 for Olivia. And she's got another one. Got to run her out of room to put scoring for here in this first quarter. Tori Lilly into the ball game now for Eagle Point. Olivia with 1 more for the line, and it's good. She is perfect. .124 left in the game. In the first quarter, I should say, 20-6. In favor of the Bulldogs. Nielsen with the basketball, kicks it out. Here's Lilly's jump shot. It's off the rim and no good. Rebound by Ricky Mock. Ricky Mock quickly across the timeline. The big EP on the floor. Here's Olivia driving through again. Now she'll kick it back out. Shot is good. That's Harley Baker. Harley Baker, the young freshman, gets the jumper. 1 minute left in the quarter. 22-6 in favor of Sutherlin. Kayla Nielsen. Nielsen will give it off now to Briggs. Briggs will throw it across court. Trying to get it to Heft. And it goes out of bounds. Ricky Mock to throw it in. Right in front of us here at Eagle Point. So the girls will continue on the road here coming up this weekend. They'll play Friday at Banks and then at Seaside on Saturday before returning home on the 9th for Philomath. And we got a whistle underneath. It is a offensive foul called on Harley Baker. 31 seconds left in the quarter. All Bulldogs right now, 22-6. Quickly down court for Eagle Point is Kayla Nielsen. Nielsen gives it off to the top of the circle now to Sydney May. Sydney May with a spin move, trying to work on Miranda Mendenhall. And we got a stoppage of play and another whistle.
Foul number 30, Olivia Gulliford.
Olivia Gulliford on the foul.
Team foul.
So that's her first foul for Olivia Gulliford.
Ball out of bounds. Eagles.
So giving the ball now to Sydney May. She'll throw it in with 19 and a half seconds left in the first quarter. Getting a late start here because of the JV game. Nielsen with the basketball. Harley Baker takes it away quickly. Gets it to Miranda Mendenhall. Miranda will stop, let everybody else go by, and gets the ball swatted away from her by Carly Heft. 5 seconds left now. May will drive all the way down the court. No good. And we got a foul on the rebound underneath. Foul's going to be on number 42, Carly Heft, her first foul. So with 1 second left, Ricky to throw it in. Ricky will roll it to Miranda. Miranda will just hold it, and that's the end of the first quarter. And it's all Bulldogs here after one. After one quarter play, it's the Bulldogs 22 and Eagle Point 6. DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
Push it, pull it, drag it, trade it in at the Anything on Trade sale at Roseburg Community Cars. They'll take everything: boats, land, TVs, guns, you name it. Just bring it to Roseburg Community Cars. Trade it in and you'll get top dollar towards a quality pre-owned vehicle. And with easy financing, you're sure to find just what you're looking for at Roseburg Community Cars. Turn your motorcycle, stereo system, even a lawnmower into a new ride for the winter with their Anything on Trade sale. At Roseburg Community Cars, the place to go when others say no. Northeast Stevens, across from the Salvation Army.
Sutherlin High School Athletics is brought to you by Dakota Street Pizza, Roseburg Community Cars, Family Home Furnishings, the Sutherlin Booster Club, Oakland Auto, Umpqua Valley Asphalt, the Integrity Team, Sutherlin Physical Therapy, Sandy's Place, Smitty's Food Mart and Deli, M&M Printers, Touch Tone Engraving, C&B Striping, and Foley Roofing. You're listening to Sutherlin High School Athletics on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
And welcome back to Eagle Point. Getting ready for the second quarter. It is all Bulldogs here in the first quarter. 14 points out of Olivia Gulliford in the first quarter. 2 points from Casey Mock, 2 from Bailey Merrifield, 2 from Harley Baker, and 2 from Miranda Mendenhall. But 14 points, Olivia Gulliford working the inside. And it's 22-6. The only scoring for Eagle Point is 2 3-pointers by Adrian Wood. She's a 5'7" junior. Second quarter coming up. And looks like Harley Baker will remain on the floor. McKenna Foley into the ball game now for the Bulldogs. So it's going to be Miranda Mendenhall, Ricky Mock, McKenna Foley, Harley Baker, and Casey Mock for the Bulldogs. The Lady Bulldogs, we start the second quarter. They've got the ball. Olivia Gulliford out for a rest now with 14 points in that first quarter. Here's Harley. Harley going to drive in, gets the ball swatted away from her by Kylene Briggs, and we're going back the other way. Briggs will give the ball off to Nielsen. Nielsen now gets it back to Briggs, and the ball stolen away. Miranda Mendenhall steals the ball as they tried to get it in to Adrian Woods, and back the other way we go. Miranda Mendenhall down to our right now. Swings it over to McKenna Foley, wearing that brace on her knee. Just recently back into the competition for the Bulldogs. McKenna gets it into Casey Mock. Casey Mock, free throw line. Now to Ricky, right of the free throw line, out in the 3-point range. Now she'll drive in. Ricky Mock kicks it back out now to Casey. Casey, top of the circle to Miranda. Now to McKenna Foley. Foley, the top of the circle to Ricky Mock. Ricky being guarded there tightly by May. She'll get it to Casey Mock at the free throw line. Casey now looking for a place to go with it. Now she'll get it out.
Timeout.
And a quick timeout called by Josh Grotting.
Second timeout.
Josh Grotting, Sherry Mosier. Over there. 6:46 left in the first half. Bulldogs lead it 22-6. DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
Hear what one of Avista's customers has to say about energy efficiency.
I'm John, and my wife Roberta and I bought this house about 10 years ago. This is an older home, and we decided to work with it to increase efficiency when we could. We've changed some appliances and worked with our utility company to get some rebates. I think we believe firmly that enough people in town making small choices adds up to a big collective impact.
Join the effort and start saving today. Download rebate forms at everylittlebit.com.
And welcome back after the timeout. Bulldogs will get the basketball. Throwing it in, Miranda Mendenhall to Ricky Mock. Ricky now kicks it out to the top of the circle to Harley Baker. Being pushed, no foul called. And there's a foul now. Harley Baker, the young freshman.
Foul number 13.
Foul's going to be on Adrian Wood. That's her second foul. And going to the line is going to be Harley Baker, the young 5'10 freshman. She's got a basket already. Harley Baker on the 1-1. That one is in. So we got into town around 5 o'clock, and I'm scrounging trying to figure out how to get to Eagle Point. Not much signage on the freeway. And we got a lane violation underneath. A pushing foul.
Foul number 10, Cindy May.
As Cindy May pushed McKenna Foley. And now McKenna Foley going to go to the line. So McKenna gets it in and out. No good on the 1-1. Rebound by Cindy May. 6:33 in the clock running here in the first half. 23-6 Bulldogs. Top of the circle is Cindy May. Cindy May now gives it off to Bailey Lester. Lester, top of the circle, being guarded there by Harley Baker. Now back to May. Here's a three on the way. Off the rim and no good. Rebound, Miranda Mendenhall. Quickly down court we go. Miranda quickly down to Ricky Mock. Coffin corner. Now into her sister Casey. Casey now trying to get it into Miranda. Loose ball. McKenna Foley coming up with it. Gives it off to Casey Mock. She drops it in. Casey Mock makes it 25-6 now with 5:55 left in the first half. Here at Eagle Point. It's always cool to come down and see some different gyms. Harley Baker gets the ball stolen away in the backcourt. Going up for the layup is Adrian Wood, and she is the only person scoring for Eagle Point. She's got all 8 points for the Eagle Point Eagles. And it's 25-8 now. With 2 3-pointers and then the steal moments ago. Harley Baker going to drive in and get 2 more. So she got the ball stolen away from her. She steals the ball back from Wood and drives in. 27-8 now. 5:18 left in the quarter. Bailey Merrifield getting ready to check back in now for the Lady Dogs. With the basketball is Wood. Wood will drive in. And the shot is good. And she is fouled on the shot. Adrian Wood goes in. Drops it in. McKenna Foley on the foul. Couple of substitutions now. Haley Crow, 5'7" junior, coming in for Eagle Point. And Bailey Merrifield will come in for Harley Baker. So Merrifield back in. It's the only player not a starter that's in the ball game for the Bulldogs. McKenna Foley in for Olivia Gulliford. And Adrian Wood gets the 3-point play. And here comes Taylor Klein in the ball game now, a 5'10" junior. So Taylor will check in now for the Bulldogs. So now on the floor, Mendenhall, Ricky Mock, Casey Mock, Taylor Klein checking in for Casey Mock. Bailey Merrifield, McKenna Foley getting open underneath. McKenna drops it in. So McKenna Foley makes it 29-11 now. And now the ball thrown away, trying to get it to Wood. And he goes over her head and out of bounds. So Miranda Mendenhall, Ricky Mock, Taylor Klein, Bailey Merrifield, and McKenna Foley on the floor for the Lady Dogs. 4:47. Here's Ricky. Ricky dribbling with the left hand, turnaround jumper, and she's going to be fouled. No, they said she traveled first. Too many spinning for Ricky Mock as she fixes her hair and smiles. She's always smiling. Ricky Mock's always smiling. Fun to watch. Her and her sister having some fun. What a great family. Here's a feed underneath, and Eagle Point shot no good. Offensive rebound by Carly Heft. No good. She gets her own rebound, being guarded there by Taylor Klein. And a foul called. This will be on Taylor. Taylor Klein. 4:31 left in the second quarter. 29-11 Bulldogs. Eagles with the basketball into their own basket. Haley Crow being guarded there by Merrifield. They'll get it over to Heft. Heft now hands the ball back off now to Adrian Wood. Wood feeds it off inside to Heft, and Heft. And finally, somebody other than Adrian Wood makes a basket for Eagle Point. 29-13. Heft works it inside. Mendenhall swings it over to Ricky Mock. Ricky in the coffin corner feeds it into Miranda. Miranda Mendenhall shot no good. Offensive rebound. McKenna Foley shot it too hard off the bank of the window. Now steals the ball back is Mendenhall. Gives it to Ricky. Ricky with a lane. Throws it up off the window. No good. Rebound by Sydney May. Sydney May swings it out. Three-pointer on the way from Wood, and that one is no good. Here's Ricky. Ricky quickly down to Miranda. Miranda feeds it inside. McKenna Foley's jump shot is off the rim and no good. Sydney May with a rebound. They get it inside. Stolen away. Bailey Merrifield. Sloppy basketball here. 3:13 of the clock running. Ricky Mock down right to the free throw line. Feeds it inside to Taylor Klein. Taylor Klein back out to Mendenhall. She'll kick it over to Bailey Merrifield. Wing shot is no good. And Sydney May with a rebound. Eagle Point basketball. May will give it off to Wood. Now back to May. Now to Bailey Lester, top of the circle. Lester trying to get it over to Adrian Wood. And Adrian Wood looking for a breather. Kylene Briggs into the ball game now. And Nielsen into the ball game. And finally, Wood is going to get a breather. Mendenhall will throw it into Ricky Mock. Ricky across the timeline. Eagle Point was 5-0. They lost terribly to Hindley, which means Hindley is very good this year. They're the number 2 ranked team in the 4A. Sutherlin, the number 1 ranked team in the 4A. And the ball stolen away. Eagle Point going to get the basketball now as Cassidy Bell getting ready to check in now for the Lady Bulldogs. Taylor Klein almost stole that basketball. Briggs being guarded there by Klein. And Taylor going to pick up another foul. It'll be Cassidy Bell in the ball game for the first time for the Lady Bulldogs. She'll come in for Bailey Merrifield. And coming in for Eagle Point, Tori Lilly, the 5'5 sophomore, the only sophomore on the roster for Eagle Point. There's a push-off foul, no call, as Ricky Mott goes to the floor. Her and Tori Lilly.
Number 11, Miranda Mendenhall.
And they're going to... Miranda goes, what? I was standing on the other side. It was Ricky Mott going to the floor. And they called it on Miranda. She was on the other side. Okay. Tori Lilly. I know my glasses work right. There's a difference between 31 and 11. To the line, Tori Lilly. The young sophomore will go in and out with it. Ricky Mock, number 31, according to my glasses, gets the rebound. Here's Cassidy Bell. Cassidy Bell driving down the lane. Olivia Gulliford, who checked in moments ago, and she drops it in. And she is fouled. Olivia was 16. She snuck in. I didn't even see her come in. I was watching. Miranda Mendenhall's face on that call. So Olivia Gulliford back to the line. And her shot no good. Olivia was 16 in the game. And a traveling call in the backcourt on Sydney May. Tried to come down the court, forgot to dribble it. Minute 55 left in the quarter. Here's Miranda with a deep three. Off the rim and no good. Rebound. Fighting for the rebound now. Taylor Klein, Cassidy Bell, and Sydney May. Jump ball called. And the arrow will go to the Bulldogs. It'll be Olivia Gulliford to throw it in. 31-13 Bulldog lead. They led at 22-6 after one quarter. Olivia now gets it in. Here's Taylor Klein for a three. Off the rim and no good. Offensive rebound up and in. Olivia Gulliford, two more. Quickly down the court is Sydney May. Sydney May now slows the ball down. 33-13. Gives the ball off to Heft. Heft now being guarded by Gulliford. Heft to work on her. Now kicks it out to the coffin corner. Back up to the top of the circle and Sydney May. Sydney May trying to get it in to Carly Heft, and it goes out of bounds. Bulldog basketball. Ricky to bring the ball down. Ricky Mock with Miranda Mendenhall right alongside of her. Across the timeline we go. Right side of the free throw line is Ricky. Ricky being guarded by Sydney May. And Gardner hard, and Ricky Mock shuffled the feet. Giving the ball back now to the Eagles. But nice defense there by Ricky. Ricky now knocks down the inbound pass, picks it up, and goes in for the basket. Sydney May was throwing the ball in. Ricky Mock swatted it as soon as she tried to throw it in. The ball came loose. Ricky gathered it, put it in on a layup. Back the other way we go, and this one's going to be on Ricky Mock for sure this time. Not on Miranda. This is on Ricky Mock, number 31. Okay, I'm done with that now. I can't believe they called that on Miranda. All right, to the line we go. It's going to be Sydney May, the 5'10 senior. First shot for Sydney is good. She's got her first two of the game. Her first bucket of the game. Free throw makes it 35-14. She'll have one more. Second shot is also good. Sydney May makes it 35-15 now with 50 seconds left in the first half. Ricky Mock now to Miranda Mendenhall right at the free throw line. Drives in. Jump shot's good. Miranda Mendenhall drops it in. She's got four. 37-15 now with 35 seconds. Here's a long three on the way. Nothing but air for Sydney May. And it goes out of bounds. Give it a ball back now to the Lady Bulldogs. It'll be Taylor Klein to throw it in. Klein into Ricky Mock. Ricky will take her time going down the floor with 25 seconds. Ricky being guarded there by Sydney May. Ricky kicks it across to Miranda. Miranda for three. Off the rim and no good. Rebound, Taylor Klein. Offensive rebound. Gives it off to Gulliford free throw line. Her shot is off the mark. And Carly Heft gets it in with 9 seconds left. Quickly down court. They throw it underneath. And that one is up and in. Bailey Lester picks up her first two of the game. And that is the end of the first half. And it is all Bulldogs right now. A score at halftime. The Sutherlin Bulldogs 37 and Eagle Point 17. Back with individual scoring and more in 2 minutes on Douglas County SportsOnline.com.
You can trust Monty Cox and the gang at Oakland Auto. The boys have been working on cars, trucks, and RVs for years and are all ASE certified, meaning they're up to date on all the computer knowledge it takes to keep your new car or truck running well. From a battery change to a complete overhaul, Oakland Auto can do it all. Stop by 236 1st Street in Oakland or call 459-3068 to make an appointment.
Looking for a place to eat after the game? Then take your team to Dakota Street Pizza. Dakota is home to the 24-inch Mammoth Pizza, the biggest pie in Douglas County with plenty of toppings to choose from, all made fresh. Not in the mood for pizza? We also serve up chicken, spuds, breadsticks, and a complete menu of sandwiches, all stacked high with a quarter pound of meat. Dakota also has a full-service salad bar available all day long. For the kids, there's a playroom full of video games, and for the adults, you can watch sports on 3 big-screen TVs. Come join the fun at Dakota Street Pizza in Sutherlin. For to-go orders, call 459-0005.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, to Eagle Point. Glad to have you along. I'm Kenny Sherman. Happy holidays to you and yours. The Eagle Point Eagles and the Sutherlin Lady Bulldogs going at it here. It has been all Sutherlin. 22-6 after one, and now at halftime, 37-17. Olivia Gulliford had 14 in the first quarter before sitting out the first half of the second quarter, coming back in, scoring 4 more. She's got 18 in the game right now for the Sutherlin Bulldogs, 18 for Olivia Gulliford. It's 4 points for Miranda Mendenhall, 5 points for Harley Baker off the bench, 2 points for Bailey Merrifield, 2 points for Ricky Mock, 4 points for Casey Mock, and 2 points for McKenna Foley. For the Eagle Point Eagles, it is 11 points from Adrian Wood, 2 points from Sydney May, 2 points from Bailey Lester, and 2 points for Carly Heft. Sutherland led at 22-6 after one, and they lead at 37-17 here at halftime. So the Bulldogs, the Lady Bulldogs, 8-0, looking to stay undefeated and get ready for a trip to Banks on Friday. They'll play Banks on Friday and then spend the night there, play an afternoon game against Seaside. Then on the 9th, they will return home to play Philomath. And then on the 13th, they'll travel to North Douglas. And then they'll start off the season on the 16th of January at Sweet Home as we get ready to start the season for the Sutherland Bulldogs. For Eagle Point, they will get ready for Springfield. They'll have a couple more games and a couple more tournaments coming up before they get ready for their league. So Coach Bill back there talking to his players, trying to figure out this offense by the Sutherland Bulldogs. And with Sutherland coming in the number 1 ranked team in the 4A, and they lost badly to Henley, who's the number 2 team in the 4A, or the second ranked team in the 4A, 62-24 was the final between Henley and Eagle Point on the 19th of this month. And now 37-17. And once again, congratulations to the Sutherland girls. They are the sports story of the year, the number 1 ranked sports story of the year, according to the News Review. According to the poll by the News Review, Sutherland Lady Bulldogs, the top story of the year as we get ready to wrap up the month of December and get ready for a brand new year. Hopefully you make sure you get your New Year's resolution in and try to keep it this year. So mine has been completed. It's been a great time. I adopted my son, and I've had him for a while since birth now, and he's 9. And my lovely wife and my family and everybody, my friends Jason Hink and Brent Newton, given me the opportunity of a lifetime to do what I wanted, that I've always wanted to do since I was a kid, and that's broadcast sports. And they gave that to me about 5 years ago. So a big thank you to Brent and Jason for all they do for me. They do a great job, and my family and everybody, and just hopefully that things go good for the year for you folks listening, and hopefully things go good for the Sutherland Bulldogs. We also do the South Umpqua basketball, and so hopefully things go well for your family. Happy holidays to you, and a Happy New Year coming up very soon. And okay, I'm going to say it, but I'm only going to say it once. Good luck to the Ducks. I'm not a Duck fan, but good luck to the Oregon Ducks at the Rose Bowl against Florida State. That'll be a good game for them, so good luck for them there. Coming up, our next broadcast is going to be on Tuesday of next week when the South Umpqua boys host the Sutherland Bulldog boys. That'll be at South Umpqua, so that'll be our next broadcast here on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com, so tune in for that. Of course, the Sutherland teams now moving into the Sky M, so not a Far West foe anymore, but they are going to be playing against South Umpqua. That's always a big rivalry game, and that'll be down in Tri-City. That'll be our next broadcast coming up on Tuesday. The girls, they will head to Banks and then to Seaside, then come home for a game with Philomath. We'll have that game for you too at home on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com and carry as many of the South Umpqua Lancers and Sutherlin games as we can for you. Sutherlin back out on the floor now, leading 37-17. It is 18 points out of Olivia Gulliford in this ball game. 11 points for Eagle Point from Adrian Wood with 2 3-pointers. Still about 4 minutes left back on the clock as Josh Grotting has his girls back out early. And we'll get you the second half coming up here in just a few minutes. 37-17, Lady Bulldogs here on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Oregon's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Oregon School Activities Association and the Oregon Athletic Directors Association.
Hello, I'm Della Mogg, president of the Sutherlin High School Booster Club. The Boosters are a volunteer organization made up of parents, teachers, administrators, and community members who provide financial support for individual athletic programs and all other extracurricular activities at Sutherlin High School. Our goal is to unite the entire community in a way that enhances the sharing of school spirit. Booster Club meetings take place the first Wednesday of every month, beginning at 6:30 p.m. at the high school library. Call 541-459-9203 and become a member today.
Kids who play sports are healthier than those who don't. They learn discipline, teamwork, and life habits that promote achievement. Kids in sports form strong social skills, develop confidence, enjoy a high standard of mental health, and often become solid building blocks of the community. As the local teams play out this season, they'll learn about a lot more than competing in games. They'll learn life lessons that can be gained nowhere else. That's why Clinton Newell Auto Group supports local youth athletics.
Hey Mom, I have something you should meet. Something or someone? Something. It's my perfect food. It's your what? It's my perfect food. Not only does it taste great, it's packed with protein and calcium. It's my perfect healthy snack. Plus, it's made locally with RBST hormone-free milk, fresh from Oregon Dairy Farms.
Okay, I'll bite. What's the name of your perfect food?
It's my cottage cheese, from Umpqua Dairy, of course.
Umpqua Dairy. Mom, daughter, and quality checked approved since 1931.
When we're alone in our cars, we take on many different personalities. Sometimes we're a merging moralist.
Oh, look at this jerk. No, sir, I will not let you in. We all took turns forming a single line back there, and you waited until the very last second to jam yourself in. No, oh, please, no, I'm just driving here. I just can't believe... Oh, he waved. Okay, didn't expect that. It was nice. Oh, great, now I'm the jerk.
Whoever you are in your car, you'll feel safer after a trip into Les Schwab. They've got all the tires you need for winter driving. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
You see their trucks along highway construction sites and rolling to jobs throughout the community. Knife River Materials. The name is synonymous with high-quality products and great service. And you can have that solid Knife River experience at your home or office as well. Knife River products and materials are created right here and are rigorously tested before being applied. If you're putting in a pool, sidewalk, or driveway, tell your contractor to use Knife River Materials because you deserve the best.
Knife River. They've been serving Douglas County.
And welcome back, everybody. Glad to have you along. Happy holidays to you and yours as we get ready to wrap up this 2014 year and get ready for 2015. The Sutherlin girls trying to keep going to try to get to 9-0 here as they lead this ball game 37-17, coming in off their championship run last year. At Eagle Point, of course, the 5A district champs from last year. They are the 8th-ranked team in the 5A.
Eagles ball.
It'll be Eagle basketball as we start the second half of play here at Eagle Point. Starting 5 back in, Sydney May, along with Adrian Wood, Carly Huff, Kayla Nielsen, and Briggs, Kylene Briggs. Olivia Gulliford, Miranda Mendenhall, Ricky Mock, Casey Mock, and Bailey Merrifield, your same starting five back on the floor here to start this second half. Pass inside, a shot no good. Bailey Merrifield with the rebound. Now we go to our left for the Bulldogs as we switch ends of the floor. It'll be Miranda Mendenhall to Ricky Mock. Ricky Mock, top of the circle. Feeds it inside to Bailey. Bailey Merrifield now feeds it inside to Casey. Casey now inside to Olivia Gulliford. Good if it goes. It does, and she is fouled.
No basket.
No basket. They see it's on the floor. Foul on the floor before the shot.
3-second violation.
Oh, 3-second violation is what it was called. 3 in the key. You don't hear that very often. But 3 in the key for, apparently they called it on Casey Mock. So 3 in the key takes Olivia Gulliford's basket away. So she'll have to wait for a few more minutes to get 20. She's got 18 right now. Back the other way we go with Eagle Point. Sydney May, top of the circle, being guarded there by Ricky Mock. Now they feed it inside, try to get it to Carly Heft. And it goes off her hands and out of bounds. Bulldog basketball. It'll be Ricky Mock. Ricky Mock gives it off to Miranda. She'll take her time going across the EP line here at Eagle Point. Nice gym. Good crowd here for Eagle Point. And this one off of Casey Mock's hand and out of bounds. So starting off this second half, a little sloppy basketball there. As the JV won earlier today as well, 46-27 over Eagle Point. So the SU girls, these Sutherlin girls, JV team doing well. Here's a pull-up jumper from the free throw line. No good by Sydney May. Rebound by Ricky Mock. Mock across the timeline. Down to our left. Big smile on her face. Getting the ball to Miranda. Miranda now, top of the circle. Inside the free throw line to Casey Mock. She's going to drive. Kicks it off to Ricky coming down the lane. And Ricky's going to go to the line. As Casey spun around, hands it off to her sister Ricky. Coming down the lane, and she's going to get fouled. This will be on Carly Heft. Second foul for Carly. And to the line now is going to be Ricky Mock. Ricky toes the stripe. First shot for Ricky Mock is off the rim. No good. She'll have one more. Olivia Gulliford in her bright blue shoes. Standing over to the far side, waiting for the second shot from Ricky, and that one is good. So Ricky Mock now puts Sutherlin on the board here in the second half. 38-17, all Lady Dogs. Here's a traveling call.
Traveling violation.
Traveling called on Adrian Wood. She's got 11 points. She's a scorer for Eagle Point in her long flowing red hair. Miranda will bring it across the timeline. She'll kick it over left of the free throw line to Bailey Merrifield, now to Casey Mock. Casey Mock feeds it back inside, trying to get it to Olivia Gulliford, and it's swatted away. Adrian Wood comes up with a loose basketball. Wood gives it off to Sydney May. May now top of the circle. Now she'll drive in. Gives it off to Heft. Heft's shot is good. Carly Heft with the shot. Makes it 38-19. 5:36 in the clock running third quarter. Ricky Mock gives it out to the top to Bailey Merrifield. Merrifield now swings it around left side to Miranda Mendenhall. Mendenhall now feeds it inside. Olivia Gulliford, two more. There's number 20 for Olivia Gulliford. Taylor Klein getting ready to check back in now for the Bulldogs. Josh Grotting not going real deep in the bench yet. He got to Harley Baker and Taylor Klein in earlier. But still quite a few of those Lady Bulldogs on the bench that has plenty of experience from that championship team. Here's Sydney May. Feeds it into Heft. Two more. Carly Heft. She has 4 in the third quarter here. 40-21. Miranda now. Miranda top of the circle to Casey. Casey back to Miranda. She tried to get it inside to Olivia, and it's knocked away by Kylene Briggs. Here's Taylor Klein back in now. Taylor Klein, the junior, will come in for Casey Mock. Also, McKenna Foley had a little bit of action earlier. Cassidy Bell was in earlier. A couple more players on the bench. Here's a feed inside all by herself, Merrifield, but Heft comes over and blocks a shot. And Eagle Point with the basketball back. Sydney May. Sydney May, coffin corner to Kayla Nielsen. And it goes off of her hands and out of bounds. Bulldog basketball with 4:16 left in the third. Ricky now across the timeline. Kicks it over to coffin corner to Taylor Klein. Klein will feed it into Bailey, breaking towards the basket. Her shot too hard. And we got a foul underneath on the rebound.
Number 23, Taylor Klein.
It'll be on Taylor Klein. That'll be her third foul. Taylor Klein with 3.
Ball out of bounds. Eagles.
And the Eagle basketball with Sydney May. Sydney May with the basketball. Brings it across the timeline. 4 minutes left in the third. And that ball gets it to Heft, and she loses it out of bounds. Good pressure there by Taylor Klein. So Taylor Klein, the 5'10 junior, will throw it into Ricky Mock. Ricky now, the 5'7 senior. Ricky, McKenna Foley, Olivia Gulliford, Merrifield, and Mendenhall all as Gulliford gets another 2. 42-21. Here's a lob inside to Heft. They're working, trying to get it inside to Heft. The shot no good there. Rebound by Miranda Mendenhall. Mendenhall quickly down court to Bailey. Bailey stops right at the free throw line. Now feeds it in to Taylor. Taylor trying to get it into Gulliford, and it's stolen away. Nielsen with the ball. Nielsen will give it off. The shot no good by Wood. Rebound, Ricky Mock. Ricky now to Taylor. Taylor Klein. Top of the circle, Miranda Mendenhall. Miranda now gives it off Gulliford. Back to Mendenhall. Driving down the lane. Throws it up. Shot no good. Too hard. Nielsen the rebound. Sydney May gives it off now to Heft. Heft now feeds it into the coffin corner to Sydney May. Shot on the way is no good. And the rebound by Miranda Mendenhall. Mendenhall will take her time coming across the timeline. To Ricky Mock. Ricky, they slow things down here right at the free throw line. Taylor Klein, top of the circle. Swings over to the left side now to Miranda Mendenhall. Mendenhall will drive in. Now pull it back out to Olivia. Olivia will drive. Throws it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound by Sydney May. And a full timeout called by Eagle Point. 2:15 left in the third quarter. 42-21. The Lady Dogs on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
Sutherlin High School Athletics is brought to you by Dakota Street Pizza, Roseburg Community Cars, Family Home Furnishings, the Sutherlin Booster Club, Oakland Auto, Umpqua Valley Asphalt, the Integrity Team, Sutherlin Physical Therapy, Sandy's Place, Smitty's Food Mart and Deli, M&M Printers, Touch Tone Engraving, C&B Striping, and Foley Roofing. You're listening to Sutherlin High School Athletics on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
Push it, pull it, drag it, trade it in at the Anything on Trade Sale at Roseburg Community Cars. They'll take everything: boats, land, TVs, guns, you name it. Just bring it to Roseburg Community Cars. Trade it in and you'll get top dollar towards a quality pre-owned vehicle. And with easy financing, you're sure to find just what you're looking for at Roseburg Community Cars. Turn your motorcycle, stereo system, even a lawnmower into a new ride for the winter with their Anything on Trade Sale. At Roseburg Community Cars, the place to go when others say no. Northeast Stevens, across from the Salvation Army.
And welcome back to Eagle Point. Glad to have you along. 42-21. Bulldogs lead. Into the ball game now is going to be Harley Baker, the freshman for the Bulldogs, and McKenna Foley back into the ball game to join Olivia Gulliford, Taylor Klein, and Miranda Mendenhall. Eagles have Sydney May still on the floor. Also into the ball game now is Kayla Nielsen. And we got a foul in the backcourt. Sydney May.
Team control foul, number 22, Bailey Lester.
Oh, Bailey Lester on the foul.
Second team foul.
And into the ball game now is going to be Kylene Briggs for Eagle Point. Miranda now will bring it across the timeline. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Here's a feed underneath to Gulliford. It's stolen away again. They're trying to get it into Olivia. But Carly Heft right there to take care of it. Heft now, top of the circle. Heft going to drive in on McKenna Foley. Throws it up and in. Kylie Heft with 6 here in the quarter. It is 42-23. Miranda going to drive all the way in, throwing it up with the left hand. The shot no good. Crashing for the rebound, Olivia Gulliford, and then she's tied up by Heft. No foul, no nothing called. Olivia on the ground, and Heft pulls it out of her hands. No jump ball, no nothing. We continue on. Harley Baker on the steal. Harley on the 1-on-1. Harley going to drive. Throws it up off the window too hard. And McKenna Foley fighting for the rebound with Kylene Briggs. Now they'll call the tie-up. And it'll be possession arrow going to the Lady Bulldogs under their own basket. Olivia Gulliford to throw it in. Lobs it up at the top. Taylor Klein with a shot. It's off the window and down. Nice shot, Taylor Klein.
Taylor Klein.
Bounces it right off the square and drops it in. 44-23 now. Meanwhile, down the middle is Sydney May. 40 seconds left, 44-25. Here's McKenna, left of the free throw line. Now she's going to drive in herself. And a foul on the floor before the shot. That's going to get McKenna to get to throw the ball in now. Heft is there. That's her third foul on Heft. She'll come out quickly. And back into the ball game is Haley Crow, a 5'7" junior. So the Bulldog basketball under their own basket. Bounce pass into McKenna Foley from Olivia Gulliford. The shot no good. Olivia gets the own rebound, keeps it alive. Now she's trying to get it to Taylor Klein. And it's stolen away by Julia Alden. Into the ball game now for the Eagle Point Eagles. Kylene Briggs being guarded there by Gulliford. Gets it over to Wood. Wood shoves off of Mendenhall and shoots. No good. No call. Gulliford the rebound. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Mendenhall going to drive. Good if it goes. And it don't, but she's fouled. With 2.7 seconds left, Mendenhall going to go to the line.
Foul number 22, Bailey Lester, her third personal.
That's Lester's third foul. So to the line now is going to be Miranda Mendenhall for 2 shots.
On the line, shooting 2.
First shot for Miranda is good. She'll have one more. She's got 5 in the game. Second shot is off the rim and no good. Rebound by Haley Crow, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter of play. After 3 complete, it's 45-25 in favor of the Bulldogs. Fourth quarter coming up on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
Did you know Dutch Bros Coffee roasts all of their own coffee fresh every day? We have individual relationships with the farmers that harvest our coffee to ensure that there's no compromise in any step of the process. From the farmer to the cup, we guarantee satisfaction. It says so at the bottom of every cup. Drive through one of our convenient locations today and put our world-renowned speed, award-winning service, and unprecedented quality to the test. All of our locations are locally owned and operated to strengthen community involvement. Visit www.dutchbros.com today.
It's essential for a good point guard to shoot smart, and it's important for every mom to shop smart. Ray Shop Smart stores provides you with the winning edge on grocery prices every week. Shop Smart stores are a slam dunk when it comes to where to shop for less, with good prices and all the items you need to give your home team the winning edge. Need to win the game? Go to the 7-footer. Need to save money on your weekly grocery bill? Hustle on down to your local neighborhood Shop Smart store, where you'll always find the winning buys.
And welcome back. We start the fourth quarter, 45-25 in favor of the Sutherlin Bulldogs. It's 22 points out of Olivia Gulliford. But Carly Heft come on strong with 6 points in that third quarter. She's got 8 in the game for Eagle Point. They've got the ball to start the fourth quarter. It's McKenna Foley, Harley Baker, Olivia Gulliford, Taylor Klein, and Miranda Mendenhall on the floor for the Lady Dogs to start the fourth. Here's Heft again. Heft back in. Shot no good. Olivia Gulliford with a rebound. Gulliford now gives it off to Taylor Klein, top of the circle. Thought about the three. Now she'll give it off to McKenna Foley, wearing that brace on her right knee. Back to Taylor. Taylor cross court. Miranda Mendenhall jump shot is good. Miranda Mendenhall.
Yes, by Miranda Mendenhall.
7 for the game now for Miranda. Makes it 47-25 now. Sydney May holding up the number 1 on the play. Kayla Nielsen giving it off to May. May across court now to Adrian Wood. Wood going to drive it to the free throw line, throw it up with the right hand, no good. Olivia Gulliford, another rebound for the Lady Dogs here in the fourth quarter. Wood coming up behind her, knocks the ball away. Now jump ball on the floor, nothing called, and Taylor Klein comes up with a loose ball to Miranda for 3, off the rim and no good. Olivia Gulliford offensive rebound going up with it, and she's going to go to the line. Coming up with a rebound, going right back up with it, and she's going to get fouled. Foul's going to be on Kylene Briggs. That'll be her second foul. Olivia Gulliford back to the line now. Still in the ball game. And this first one is good for Olivia. 23 for Gulliford. She'll have one more. Back into the ball game, Bailey Lester for Eagle Point. Olivia with one more here. Second one is also good for Olivia. 24 in the ball game now for Gulliford. 49-25 with 6:40 left in the ball game. Sutherlin boys won today. They'll play again tomorrow. Best of luck to them at the state and tournament. They're in the loser bracket after getting hammered by North Valley yesterday. But today, defeating Sweet Home, a team they're going to play in a couple weeks in league play. Ball loose on the floor in the backcourt. Eagle Point still has it. They get it to Heft underneath. 2 more for Carly Heft. She's got 10 in the ball game. 49-27. Here's McKenna Foley. Foley with a shot. And the fans want traveling, but her foot slipped a little bit. She got away with it. And Nielsen on the foul, and McKenna Foley going to go to the line now.
McKenna Foley at the line, shooting 2.
So McKenna to the line now for the Lady Bulldogs. The 5'6" senior wing player. First shot for MC Foley. He is off the rim and no good. McKenna. I think some of them call her Mac, some of them call her MC Foley. As Olivia Gulliford cleans off the floor a little bit. One more here for McKenna. That big brace on her right knee. That one's off the rim as well. No good. Olivia Gulliford fighting for the rebound with Sydney May. And they tie it up. And they're discussing something. The official will come over and call a foul. A pushing foul. And they call the pushing foul on Heft. And that is 4 fouls on her. She said, I wasn't even around it. It should be on Sydney May. Sydney May is, they got their, yeah. Sydney May is what they meant. The announcer said the wrong name. That's why everybody was kind of weirding out. Gulliford's shot is good from the free throw line. She'll have one more. Hef said, I'm all the way over here. Sydney May. One more here for Gulliford. That one is in and out and back in. 26 points in the ball game for Olivia. She had 23 in the game against Malala to win the North Marion Championship tournament. That shot no good by Sydney May. We got a jump ball underneath. Giving the ball now back to the Bulldogs with 5:50 left in the ball game. 51-27. Bulldog lead. Miranda directing traffic. Olivia at the top of the circle with Harley Baker inside. And then McKenna Foley and Taylor Klein over on this side. And McKenna going in and a foul called. And Sydney May can't believe it. And the official's waiting for her to say something else.
Foul number 10, Sydney May.
Sydney May, fourth foul. And the official was looking at her, waiting for her to say something. So McKenna back to the line. First shot for McKenna Foley is good. McKenna will have one more. That one is also good for McKenna. Making it 53-27. Sydney May. Sydney May over to Carly Heft. Heft now playing with 4 fouls. Being guarded there by McKenna Foley. Out to the top of the circle to Adrian Wood. Wood now trying to get it in. It's blocked, knocked away by Miranda and knocked out of bounds. Nice hustle there by Miranda Mendenhall. Samantha Tilley. Gabby Cornelia. Megan Bradley. Still on the bench. Megan and Sammy was playing some of the JV, so. And Sorensen also there on the bench, too. She also played some JV. Gabby waiting to get a chance to play. Now the ball stolen back away with 4:50 left in the game. Sydney May gives it off now to Adrian Wood. Wood working on Mendenhall, and a pushing foul called on Mendenhall.
Foul number 11, Miranda Mendenhall, her third personal, second team foul.
That's a good matchup. Adrian Wood and Miranda Mendenhall pushing and shoving on each other here. Little 5A, 4A matchup, but it's been all 4A Bulldogs so far. Wood, a good little player, drives down the lane. The shot doesn't drop, but she's going to go to the line. And it's going to be Mendenhall again. That'll be 4 on Miranda. So Josh says, okay, Adrian Wood will go to the line. First shot is no good. Second one for her is good. 12 points out of Adrian Wood. 53-28, 4:30 left in the game. McKenna down to Taylor Klein. She's going to spot up for 3 from the corner. Air ball there. But Harley on the rebound gives it to Gulliford. Gulliford pull-up jumper. Too hard. And a whistle called underneath on the shot. After the shot.
Number 13, Adrian Wood, her third personal.
Adrian Wood on the foul.
19 foul.
That's going to send Olivia back to the line. Olivia Gulliford back to the line. First shot is off the front of the rim, no good. So the girls will head north after tonight. Go to Banks on Friday. Seaside on Saturday. Second shot by Gulliford is no good. Then get ready for a trip home to play Philomath. Here comes Ricky Mock, Cassidy Bell, Samantha Tilley, and Gabby Cornelia getting ready to come in now for Sutherlin as they're getting ready to empty bench now. Here's Olivia. This will probably be the final possession. Harley Baker on the shot, no good. On the next dead ball, you'll probably see Olivia done for the night. And Miranda as well. As 4 players get ready to check back in. Except for Gabby Cornelia and Samantha Tilley. Neither those 2 players have not been on the floor yet. Eagle Point with the basketball now. Matter of time. Throws it up off the window. No good by Sydney May. Rebound by McKenna Foley. Here's Mendenhall across the timeline. 3.5 minutes left in the ball game. 53-28. The Lady Bulldogs. Here's McKenna. McKenna feeds it inside. Gulliford trying to break down the line. It gets the ball stolen away again by Nielsen. Nielsen now to Sydney May. Back to the top of the circle now to Nielsen. Nielsen now gives it off to Adrian Wood. And the ball stolen away again. Harley Baker. Harley Baker now. Gulliford lobbing it down the court to Mendenhall. Mendenhall will go underneath. And she'll get fouled. This one's going to be on Sydney May.
Foul number 10, Sydney May, her 5th personal.
That'll be 5 on Sydney May. She's done. She'll be done with 4 points. And Miranda Mendenhall going to go to the line. Miranda shooting 2. First one is off the rim and no good. Here comes Cassidy Bell. Samantha Tilley. Gabby Cornelia. And Ricky Mock will wait. She's coming in for Miranda Mendenhall. So Samantha Tilley, Miranda Mendenhall, Gabby Cornelia, Cassidy Bell, and Harley Baker on the floor. And here comes Sydney May, who fouls out with 4. Or fouls out with 4 points. Into the back end of the ball game, Haley Crow, to finish off this 3 minutes left. And Miranda will come out in just a little bit here. That one is in. So Miranda will come out. And coming into the ball game is Ricky Mock. So 26 points Olivia will finish with. And if this is all for Miranda, she'll finish with 8. Into the ball game now, Tori Lilly for Eagle Point. She'll give it off to Adrian Wood. Now over to the corner, shot on the way, in and out, no good. And the rebound by Ricky Mock, 2:40 left. Ricky now brings it down to Cassidy Bell. Cassidy to the free throw line, kicks it across to Samantha Tilley. Samantha into to Gabby Cornelia. Gabby trying to get it to Harley Baker, and it's over her head.
Eagles ball.
It's the only player that has not played varsity tonight is going to be Megan Bradley and Eliza Sorensen. Though those girls played earlier in the JV game. See if they get any varsity time here tonight. Adrian Wood on the shot, no good. Gabby Cornelia on the rebound gets knocked down. Gabby Cornelia, the 5'9" senior.
Round number 13, Adrian Wood, her 4th personal.
Adrian Wood on the foul. That's 4 for her. And Gabby coming off the bench. Going to get a chance to go to the free throw line and get herself in the scoring book. Gabby Cornelia, the senior. Center. Gabby's shot is off the rim and no good. She'll have one more.
Shooting 2.
So Gabby with one more here. With 2:09 left in the ball game, 54-28 in favor of the Bulldogs. And the official coming over to talk to the official scorekeeper at the desk. So we'll let you know the girls will be on the road. The Sutherlin girls will be on the road on Friday. They're going to go to Banks, spend the night there, and then Seaside on Saturday before coming home and playing a game with Philomath. And Gabby Cornelia will get in the scorebook. Gabby makes it 55-28. Here's a steal by Samantha Tilley. Tilley feeds it into Cassidy Bell. Up and in for Cassidy Bell. Everybody getting in the scorebook now. Couple girls yet to get into the scorebook yet. But everybody that has played has got into the scorebook. Sorensen, Tilley has not played yet. Or Samantha's in the game now, but Eliza Sorensen hasn't played yet. She played a lot of JV, though, in the game beforehand. Sorensen, the 5'9" sophomore. 1:20 left, 57-28. This is Heft. Heft working on it, and she's going to be fouled. Carly Heft.
Round number 32, Casey Mock, her first personal, 4th team foul.
Casey's not on the floor. Half shot, no good. They call it.
Foul number 42, Gabby Cornelia.
Okay, they're going to call it on Gabby. They called it on Casey Mock first, and she's not on the floor. So Gabby Cornelia on the foul. Heft on the shot, no good. It's the holidays. There are no rosters made up, no concessions open. We just coming into the gym, play basketball. And I got my handwritten rosters that I got off the computer. But it's still a win for the Sutherlin Lady Bulldogs. It's a pushing foul. Ricky with the basketball, pushing foul on Haley Crow. So Ricky going to go to the line now. Ricky Mock, the 5'7" senior.
Ricky Mock at the line, shooting 2.
Ricky going to shoot a pair. Casey Mock still laughing over there. I said, I'm sitting on the bench and I still get a foul called on me. Bailey Lester back into the ball game now. She'll come in for Tori Lilly. Ricky Mock will toe the stripe. She's got one more with 1:07 left in the ball game. The Southern Lady Bulldogs going to go to 9-0. Ricky's shot is good. 58-28. Across the timeline, Adrian Wood. Wood gets it to Heft. Heft now trying to get it over and knocked out of bounds to Adrian Wood. And it goes out of bounds. Sutherland basketball. Samantha Tilley to throw it in. Tilley will get it to Ricky Mock. Cassidy Bell will set up underneath the basket along with with Gabby Cornelia. Here's Harley Baker. Harley Baker pull-up jumper, the young freshman. Gets her shot partially blocked. And nice hustle there by Harley Baker. Knocks it out of bounds with 38.9 seconds left. Bounce pass in to Haley Crow. Crow back to the top of the circle now to Adrian Wood. She's got a couple of three-pointers in the game. Gives it off to Heft. Back up to Wood. 25 seconds left. And the clock running. Bailey Lester going to drive in with the left hand. Throws it up. Shot no good. Fight for the rebound and a traveling call underneath. As Gabby Cornelia on the fight for the basketball. Shelp with the feet. Giving the ball right back now to Eagle Point. And get it to Heft. Heft now will get fouled. This one's going to be on Gabby. 16 seconds left. Here's Heft on the pass inside. Gives it out now to Bailey. Bailey Lester gives it off on the bounce pass. Up to the top to Nielsen. Nielsen pull-up jumper. No good. Gives it off again on the rebound, and it's good. Right by the buzzer, Adrian Wood hits another three-pointer. And your final is going to be 58-31, and that's going to be it for the ball game. So the Sutherland Bulldogs are going to go to 9-0. Eagle Point will drop now to 6-2. We'll come back with individual scoring and a whole lot more coming up in 2 minutes on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
For over 25 years, Clint Newell Auto Group has worked to earn a name that means more than just another great deal. It's important to us that our name means the best in service, maintenance and repair, and customer satisfaction. We are also proud to be part of this great community by sponsoring and helping many of the events we all know and enjoy. It's our way of saying thanks to all of you who helped Clint Newell Auto Group become Douglas County's #1 dealer. Clint Newell Auto Group, where our name means more.
Hear what one of Avista's customers has to say about energy efficiency.
I'm John, and my wife Roberta and I bought this house about 10 years ago. This is an older home, and we decided to work with it to increase efficiency when we could. We've changed some appliances and worked with our utility company to get some rebates. I think we believe firmly that enough people in town making small choices adds up to a big collective impact.
Join the effort and start saving today. Download rebate forms at everylittlebit.com.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Oregon. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Oregon School Activities Association and the Oregon Athletic Directors Association.
And welcome back. Your final score, the Sutherlin Lady Bulldogs 58 and the Eagle Point Eagles 31. It's 26 points out of Olivia Gulliford to lead all scorers. 8 points out of Miranda Mendenhall. It's 5 points from Harley Baker off the bench. 4 points from Ricky Mock, Casey Mock, and McKenna Foley. Gabby Cornelia got a free throw. 2 points from Taylor Klein, Bailey Merrifield, and Cassidy Bell off the bench. So 26 for Olivia Gulliford. For Eagle Point, it's 15 out of Adrian Wood, including 3 3-pointers in the ball game. It is 10 points out of Carly Heff, 2 points from Bailey Lester, and 4 points out of Sydney May. Southern led at 22-6 after 1, 37-17 at half. 45-25 after 3 and go on to win it 58-31. Now the Southern Lady Bulldogs will go 9-0 and get ready to play Banks on Friday. And then Saturday afternoon they will play at Seaside before returning home to get ready for a matchup with Philomath at home. So Friday at Banks, Saturday at Seaside. And then on the 9th, they'll come home to play Philomath. On the 13th, they will play at North Douglas. And then on the 16th, they'll get ready for league play against Sweet Home. The Sutherlin boys won today against Sweet Home 54-40. They're still in the tournament in Staten, and they will play again tomorrow. So that'll be it here from Eagle Point. All Sutherlin tonight, 58-31. I want to thank you for listening at home. Be careful out there. It's cold, and if you got any wetness, it could be slippery, so be careful out there. Our next broadcast is going to be Tuesday night from South Umpqua when the South Umpqua boys take on the Sutherlin boys in Tri-City. That'll be our next broadcast coming up on Tuesday. Happy New Year, everybody. We'll talk to you next year right here on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.